I'm Andy SJOSTROM, and my company is The Good Handyman, and I'm here to take care of some projects around the house to get this house ready for sale. The three projects we're going to be doing today are swapping out some light fixtures in the kitchen, polishing up some doorknobs and hardware throughout the house, and painting the bathroom ceiling and walls. First thing that we're going to be doing in the kitchen today is taking out some existing light fixtures. Nice fixtures, a little dated, a little tarnished. Changing out light fixtures, you want to shut down the proper breaker for that particular room. The best way to know for sure is to flip the breaker, go back upstairs and check to see if those lights are really out. Simply put, a fixture will take about an hour a piece to swap out. Kind of depends on how complex the new fixture is going in. Kind of depends on how good or bad the wiring is up there that you get into. Doorknobs, over time, pick up oil, the grease from your hands, humidity, salt, all that kind of stuff tends to oxidize brass finish, especially. The great part about polishing old is it gives a sense of history to the space. It gives it a nice, friendly feel. Anytime you work with chemicals like this, you want to work in a well-ventilated area. You want to pour it just enough into a small container like this. So what we want to do here in this first step is to take some lacquer thinner and apply it to some quadruple aught steel wool, which is the finest steel wool you can buy. And the idea here is to cut through some of that lacquer, that's that top coat, and give you access. You can see it's already starting to break down that grime that's on there. One of the concerns with the backplate is you want to be careful about how you're applying the solution. If you let it run down here, it's going to run down onto the surface of the door. Next step, I like to use Brasso, and it works very similar to car polishes, where you want to lay in a nice even coat of it and then buff it off. This is actually what's nice about using an old t-shirt, is that it has a little bit more flexibility to it, and you can work it like a polishing wheel almost. You can see that's really starting to polish out the areas. The flat surfaces are really gleaming. A good thing to do before you start taping off is to take a nice clean rag, wet it down, and wipe off all the surfaces that are going to get taped off. The blue painter's tape that everybody knows, that's the best stuff. So the benefit of taking the light fixture down is that, one, it's going to be easier to paint. Two, you're going to have the opportunity to keep that fixture free from paint droplets. And three, you don't have to worry about taping it off. You want to make sure that it's well stirred or well shaken, because if the tint isn't mixed well, you're going to get blurry colors all over the ceiling or all over the walls. So the best way to do it is get some paint on your brush, load it up like this, and that loads the brush up evenly. You always want to work in Z fashion. Take the paint that you've loaded right here in the center and just kind of start to draw it out. And your last roll should come down towards you, and then as you do, you want to bring it away from the wall.